Hello, good evening, and good morning. Welcome to our third live stream in a row. 3 days in a row. Yeah, pretty crazy. I don't know if we've ever done 3 days in a row before, but yeah, here we are, and I blame the weather. The weather sucks, and there's nothing to do. It's just storm after cold, after windstorm, after Arctic freeze, after more snow, after rain mix. We might be doing another one tomorrow night because the weather's supposed to be terrible tomorrow night too. So here we are. Um, this time we're going back into OV2 or Onverse, whatever you want to call it, for our second live stream into OV2 slash Onverse. And I do have some updates to discuss with you, so I thought it would be good to do one tonight. Um, yeah, so where are we at? Well, we have purchased or rented one of the free apartments. So we have an apartment. So we're there. Um, what else have we done? We've had two game updates since our last live stream. It seems like there's more of the little player point things to pick up than there was before, so that's good. Um, this is my first time on the latest update, so we'll see what has changed. It looks like they did fix a lot of stuff. Um, the only sort of glitchy thing that I was kind of dealing with last time, or a little bit here and there when I was messing around with the game past week or so, was like getting in and out of the apartments. The door was kind of opening and closing randomly. I wasn't able to like click on my name and stuff, and some odd stuff was going on there. We'll see if that fixed. So we have an apartment, um, and now we have more player points and cash coins because, and let me get you set up over here real quick. I will show you. I made my first purchase, my first actual cash purchase on OV2. Yep. So I have not signed up for VIP yet. Maybe down the road, but for now, I did make a purchase, and we should be good with that for a little while. And we'll see down the road as things go how the game develops and if we want to do the VIP. But um, we did a purchase that should be helpful all around for us to start like furnishing our apartment, um, which we need to actually start buying stuff for. So let me get this started because I don't know exactly how long. I was facing some technical difficulties um, to start trying to get in this game, but it's all been resolved, and we are officially in the game with the latest updates. And let me show you my character here real quick. I was actually just setting up the thumbnail for tonight. So yeah, your thumbnail tonight is going to look something like this. And there we go. Yeah, I have the I Was Here First OV2 shirt. So I've only been purchasing the free items for clothing and stuff so far. And it's probably going to be like that for a while because I'm going to be spending my money on furniture. I don't really care too much about what my outfits look like. I got a pair of jeans. I got a couple pair of jeans. I got some random free shirts. I'm seeing a lot of shirts that are back from like the 2010, 2011 create a t-shirt contest things from back today, and they're still on this game, which is really cool. I didn't make a shirt, but still, that's cool to see that piece of history. I remember that contest very well, even though I didn't participate in it. We can run through the t-shirt shops as well. All right, let me just make sure. I think you guys are pretty well. Yeah, I think it's centered pretty well. I know this monitor's kind of off-centered a little bit, but let's get it looking a little bit better for you. All right, so we are good. So what did I purchase? How about that? I'm kicking the tripod here. Awesome. All right, that's going to be good enough. All right, so where are we at right now? I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not. We currently now, after our purchase, we have 5,717 player points. We have 500 cash coins. And we have the Uber Zapper. This is going to be a key because and it is part of this special package. I'm going to bring my browser over to the screen here. Um, Here's our Discord. I signed up for Discord too. Finally made the darn Discord. Um, because all the game updates, technical support, everything is inside Discord. So I did it. Signed up for Discord and see what other communities I will eventually be a part of. But I have Discord, of course. It's Memories by Wayne, and Memories by Wayne, Memories by Wayne. Everything's Memories by Wayne. So the same avatar and everything. So been chatting with some awesome folks there, Chloe and Preston, XX Hot Vampire XX. I kind of recognize all your names actually. I recognize all your names, so yeah. Just kind of talking about some of the technical difficulties I was dealing with and stuff like that. So, and then just kind of introducing myself into the Discord community and talking about my past at Onverse. But what I purchased, and this was something I did purchase before, in the original Onverse days, is the new player advance kit. Mainly because of the gift Uber Zapper. You spend $9.99, you get the Uber Zapper. That alone right there is worth it. So that is what lets you pick up any item when you're doing your player point hunting. Because you have the shovel, you have the hammer, you have the net, and there's 3 levels for each. And some items will only work with level 2 tools, which are some player points to buy. Some level 3, which I can't remember if it's either player point or cash coins to purchase those. And level 1 is the free items. So if you want to really start building up and doing what we're going to do tonight, a little bit player point hunting, you really do need the Zapper or to purchase the level 3 of all 3 things. In the end, it's a much more better value just to do this because you get 500 cash coins right there. If you look here, 500 cash coins up here is $5 alone. So yeah, $5 for that. You get 5,000 player points, which is another $5. So right there, $10. It's already technically a better value. And you get the Uber Zapper, which we will go into the world second. I will actually show you that, and we'll find out what the actual value of that is. So right there, we get our value with the cash coins and that. And then I get the Uber Zapper, which will be very, very helpful when it comes to our player point hunting. I'll turn this up a little bit here. And I'll just kind of show you a little bit what I do now. This isn't quite, we're not quite to updates where like the island, the volcano island where I used to have my home in, Ancient Moon, Enchanted Forest, or Candy Coast. These aren't developed. Now, where I used to really get a lot of points was Ancient Moon. I would go into Ancient Moon, choose a level that no one was in at the time, and there would be player points scattered all throughout there. And I would be able to, like, pick up easily 1,000. I would be able to, like, pick up, like 1,000 player points or more easily, very quickly through there. Hey, Delicious Panda is here. Welcome. Good to see you, sir. I do got the chat going. That's why you heard my voice there briefly. I got the chat now here in the browser. Very convenient. I don't have to look into the. I would bring my laptop down to the game room when I do those live streams, but I'm just kind of lazy and I don't do it. So, but it would make things a lot easier. I should, but whatever. All right, so yeah, so I can't get the player points here yet, but there are still, and there seem like they are more in the hub. So again, let's go back into here. See, so already a better value doing these two, and to get the level 3, let's take a look real quick at what we would have to pay. You get them here in the ovTwo store. This is where you can get free stuff, and this is where you can get your tools as well. So let's go ahead and look into here. So, all right. So if you want the level 3 net, I could probably turn that volume down a little bit. Yeah, I'm still having a little issues with clicking. Okay, right here, 300cc right there. So 300cc for that. We don't need to purchase that now. I'm assuming that all three of these are 300. 300, yeah. And then the level 3 golden jackhammer 300. So 900 total. So again, going back here, if we want 900 cash coins, yeah, it's basically almost pretty much another 10,000. Not quite because it's 900, but pretty close to another $10. So essentially, this is like a 50% off deal. And they pretty much say it right here, $22 value, which is right. So, very awesome. You double it up, you can get the hoverboard and the pup. I don't know, you know, it's fine, whatever. And then they have extreme kits and stuff and jackpot treasures and everything. You can also get the value one, which is $5, but you don't. Well, you get these special frosty shovel net and mallet. They're 3 separate ones. I'm guessing these are level 3 as well, but you only get 5,000 player points, so you know, still a value, $14 value, so it's still a good deal. But yeah, so that's where we are at. We have the home, we have a little stuff to start buying furniture, and we have a lot easier way to do the player point hunting now. Let's take a look at a lot of tabs going here. Yeah, people kind of help me. Really, Chloe's helped me out here a lot with me kind of being the newbie thing, telling me to link my Discord to my profile here at ovTwo, which, yeah, I remember that link. I have not gotten to that point yet. So I've been mostly just kind of troubleshooting issues. I will definitely look into that. All right, so let's, of course, we have the date. I got the date when we first signed up. It is, if you just want the zapper, though, it is available here in the shop as well. 1,200 cash coins. And that's fine, but it makes absolutely no sense because there's no value to it because you don't get, you're spending 12, you don't get any cash coins out of it. So do the package. You can only do the package once, but still, if you really want this zapper, just get the package. I mean, there's really no reason not to, so. All right, I'm going to turn this volume down just a tiny bit. We like the Onverse music, but it's just a little tad loud. So now I haven't tested out the zapper yet at all, but I'll show you. Player point hunting was kind of one of the big things I did. Player point hunting and the house. You know, decorating my house, buying stuff. And I'm not going to have it fully furnished tonight or anything like that because even with these player points and cash coins, you can still only get so much. But I want to like buy 1 or 2 items at least put something. I have nothing in my apartment yet. So now we're just going to have to kind of start looking for stuff to hit. There's boxes, there's trash cans, butterflies. And so now this has been a little glitchy for me in the past, but let's see. If you get close enough to an item, I should be able to just hit it with, let's see. Again, yeah, I've had a little bit of a glitchiness with this, but maybe I can't. Anyway, well, this one's a level 1, so we can just do our normal hammer, I guess. Maybe we can't. Or maybe we just can't get the box. Okay. Yeah, I've been having some issues with that. Let's Let's get our Uber Zapper in here, though. Inventory and our quit bar. Let's throw this into number 1. Okay. All right, well, let's see if we can find something else here. If you go into these forested worlds, you'll tend to find a little bit more of the player point. It's still not to the level really yet that like Onverse had it to, but supposedly they increased the spawn rates. I'm not seeing a lot here, but let's go down this hill a little bit. See if I can show you a player point hunt and something. Alright, let's see. We do have another box. Let's see if we can get this to work. Number 1. Okay, use tool. Okay, something happened. Maybe. Maybe I gotta scroll back a little. Oh, there's something here. Let's see if we can pick this up. We also picked up a Christmas event tracker, so let's see what that is. Let's go into our inventory. Collect as many as you can before December 27th. Prize detail in Discord. This item will be deleted from your inventory following the end of the event. Okay, so nothing we can really do about it. Alright, so let's... Maybe I gotta scroll that. Okay. Okay, well, boxes aren't working for us. They might be just kind of stuck there too, so let's continue on. I was hoping to show you some more player point hunting here, but... Hey Todd, welcome back to our third last stream. Good to see you. Alright, let's see if this will work. There we go. Finally, got something to work. Nice. You can always get in our little car too. Move a little quicker. Where is our car? We couldn't launch on the bridge here. Alright, we have a butterfly. Let's see if we can catch him. We should be able to just use a Uber Zapper on him as well. There we go. Another butterfly. Yeah, I'm thinking some of these boxes are just kind of glitching out here. Could be. Sometimes you can find some stuff up here on the hill as well. Yeah, so it's been interesting, pretty it's been interesting so far. Um, yeah, it's still kind of a bummer. We don't have access to any games at the moment or the other worlds, but it's a nice start. I'm glad to see there's more stuff to pick up here now when we can actually pick up stuff. Yeah, still a little glitchy with this. I don't know. Like, we should be able to pick that up with our zapper. Like, again, some of the stuff may just be frozen. Yeah. We head over to the big old Onverse sign. I still like that they have the original Onverse sign up here, and they didn't update this one. Was there anything? Yeah, nothing really pick up here. Yeah, if we're not going to be spending too much time in here tonight, I might actually go back into the old Roblox as well, just to kind of see what's going on with the malls and everything over there. I do want to get some kind of furniture though to put in the apartment. The little splash effect is something new. Um, in here was the skeleton's closet. This let you pick out like various costumes and stuff you could buy. I remember when they developed this. Just oddball things you can pick up. Again, probably a lot of these are going to require cash coins. I can get a blindfold for 177. Probably not necessary, but let's see. What are these? Oh, monster shoes. Yeah, they always had like really odd items in this, but I can get a penguin head. How much does a penguin head cost? Uh, I'm betting this is cash coins. Not police hat. Okay, that's coming up as police hat. I don't know why, but okay. Let's see. Ooh, boy. Ooh, a little glitching going on there. Anyway, that's the costume shop. So you got stores where you can pick up pets. Okay, this is kind of some stuff that we've kind of looked at before already, but they change their inventory around like every half hour. So if there's something you haven't gotten before, you can possibly find it. Oops, don't want the calendar. Let's go back to the free shot. Kind of take a quick look at the t-shirts. These are everything in here will be free. Yeah, so I picked up a variety of shirts and stuff like that. I can go in our inventory. I already have this t-shirt actually. I have a white long sleeve, white short sleeve. I have this t-shirt. I forgot what this was. Here, what it's. Oh yeah, I would like to be your friend. Okay, that's why I picked that up. I was like, what was that in a t-shirt? I couldn't remember now. Okay, cool. I got a couple pairs of shoes. Not too much. I got this orange plaid t-shirt over here. I don't need anything really fancy right now. I'm not going to spend any, too much money, player point, or cash coins on any of this stuff, really, the clothing right now. Maybe down the road, but... let's head over here, see if we can find any more player points to pick up. Oops. You can also hit these little firework things here, and it will give you free player points as well. So just do use tool, and boop, something will pop up. and then it'll take a little while, and then they'll spawn again. So we can do this one. Use 2. Yeah, there you go. So, how many of these teddy bears do we got now? 8 teddy bears. See if there's anything over here. I think he's gonna get that. He got the fireworks. See if we can grab this one before him. See if there's any player points to pick up here. Right now we're at 5,789. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of player points as I did the other night. Again, it might be because there's more players on tonight. This we should, in theory, be able to pick up. Let's see if it works. I don't. Do I gotta be closer? Yeah, I gotta eventually figure this out. I don't know. I don't know if it's glitching or if I'm not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe I gotta get closer to these items. I don't know. Well, it finally worked. Alright, let's try butterfly again. Okay, now that one worked just fine, so I don't know. This is a new thing. This, I don't think we had this before. Is this open? Or maybe they did. Did they have this back in Onverse? So they have a school, a movie theater, and then a zombie burger. I don't know if this... Yeah, someone picking up player points there. This is Onverse Prep. This is a school thing. I don't know much about this. Let's check it out. Well, actually, I think I remember them having... Okay. I remember the school now. I remember because my daughter and I were playing this game a lot, and she used to like going to the school. Of course, it was like completely packed with people then. So there are people all doing their sort of RPG stuff in here, kind of Roblox-X. I don't think all the rooms are developed, but the basic look of it is here, so that's cool. These are empty rooms. These were bathrooms at the time. Men and women's bathrooms. And then that just goes back outside. I think there is only one floor. And there might be some bathrooms on your side. So yeah, they're still developing this. At least it's open. That's cool. Yeah, I'm totally cool with them like opening up a world, even if still stuff's developed. If you could still walk around some things, yeah, partially open it. I don't have no problem with that. Yeah, every little detail doesn't have to quite be finished, but yeah, there's still a little development here to go because I do remember very well what the old school was looked like. I think I remember the zombie burger too. Yeah, maybe this did come in a later update and I just wasn't playing it that much, but that does seem kind of familiar. Now, this big dumpster, we should, in theory, be able to pick up. This would normally be a level 3 tool. See if this works. There we go. Level 3 tools, or level 3 stuff, you can usually get pretty good player points for, so... I might just have to get closer. So let's go in the movie theater. Again, this is where they can do, like, showings of stuff. No one's in here, but I'm assuming that they're going to have events. And it's... kind of, can I pick up a... Oh, 2,000 for the Retro 3D. With these glasses, everything in Onverse will become 3D. Wait, what's that? You say it's already 3D? Well, okay. Maybe it'll look the same, but you won't. You'll look ready for a cheesy drive-in horror flick, that is how you look. Like Invaders from Planet Doom or Zombie Dentist Academy. Hey, how about The Haunting of Bethesda City Council? That was a good one. Or The Final Movie, a classic in the admittedly small subgenre of chess horror films. 2,000 player points or 1,600 if you're VIP. Yeah, not yet. Not until I can start gathering up player points a little bit quicker than I can right now. I don't need to look that cool. I want to find like a cheap. I do gotta find like a cheap pair of glasses though. They don't cost me like a bunch of preferably player points. Yeah, so I've seen this before. It's like it's sitting at the. I don't know. It's like this item allows you to interact with ovTwo's watch party system, spin up a shared web browser party for you and your friends. So I don't know the details on this, but like you can host your screen, other people can watch what you're watching. That's the idea. I don't know exactly whose login screen I'm looking at right now, but that's supposedly the idea of this. Okay, maybe now that I'm open, maybe I can figure more about that in the Discord now that I'm officially in their Discord. I have not created my own server in Discord yet. Lucky people convinced me to. I had several people that convinced me to actually finally sign up, and I wanted to kind of get the game updates and everything. So again, I'll flip it over to yeah. So I'm always officially in the Discord now for ovTwo. So there you go. Memories by Wayne. I'm right up here. And oh yeah, okay. I remember Zombie Burger. This was again. I'm always kind of remembering it back to like okay, yeah. See, this is still under development too because there used to be a room you can go into here. Yeah, I just remember back in Onverse days when this was like packed with people, and my daughter would like go. This would be like a drive-through thing in here. There would be a drive-through window, which I don't think they developed it yet, but my daughter and I would like go into one of us would be in the regular window, one of us would be in the drive-through and stuff like that, and we had a lot of fun with that. My daughter is on Onverse, but actually I don't think I know what her current name is on there. At least I haven't been able to find her yet. Um, I think she used her old name, but I couldn't find her account, so I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But all right, so I think this is something we're supposed to be able to pick up, right? All right, so if we go there, use tool. There we go. I guess I just gotta be like really close up to it. And where's my present? I should have had a present here. Let's see. Did I go? Oh, okay. They currently gave me a splat ball flag. I think that was my present. I do have a cat, for the free one. Now I could, if I want to, I could sell this and get, because now when you sell items, you get half of the value back. So if I wanted to sell this, I would get 250 player points back. So I'll hold on to it for now. Not a big deal, but it's something I could decorate in my house now. If I don't have any furniture, I can at least put the splat ball back up there. So there's something, right? Alright, so not much going on here. Good right now, just looking for stuff to get from the player points. Maybe we'll pick out a furniture item or two. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's still not quite to the levels of Onverse, but it's better than it was when we did the last live stream, so I'll give them that. Okay, this is going to take us back over here. I do see some boxes. Or no, those are Those are not boxes. Alright, so that we have a little sand pile thingy here. Alright, so let's get up close to it. Right click, use tool. There we go. Yeah, that's the only... I don't remember having to use the right click at all before to pick this stuff up. You used to be able to just kind of shoot it. So it could be just different game dynamics or something I'm generally forgetting. I don't know at this point. But it's definitely something that's a little different with that, so... I thought I also remember these, because these were fireworks. So they would shoot up into the sky and land, like, you could, like, shoot it here and it would land over here or something, and you have to run and get it. Now it just kind of goes up, which is fine too, but that's also something different I noticed. So let's run through these again, and we'll go into the... Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a lot more fun once this Volcano Island and Ancient Moon, once these worlds start launching, you're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, you're going to see a lot more player points throughout. That would be the ideal thing. I think there's always was more in those worlds than there ever was in the hub. If, again, I can recall that correctly. But yeah, this is basically what player point does. It gives you the... Yeah, pick up the butterflies. There we go. Still a little tricky for me, but... We're at 5,882. Of course, we still got our 500 cash coins. The world looks good. It definitely looks very similar to, the style that I remember back from Onverse, even though it is a new game engine and all that stuff. But see, we got a... Now, if we can look here, you see we got a 25 and a 1, so I think there may have actually been two 25s there. Just kind of editing going here. Now, I remember back in the day, they used to be able to, like, swim through here and find player points even down here. I have not seen any player points in the water yet, so I don't think that's a thing yet anyway, but they did used to spawn down here as well. I remember before they actually did the swimming dynamic, you used to be able to just kind of walk like normal through the water thing. And then they eventually updated it, so you had to like do like a swimming motion. Can head over by the casino. Now, here, obviously there's sometimes player points outside the casino. There's still construction, but you can also, if you want to gamble your... I always wondered how this was ever allowed, because this is kind of like online gambling. How this was ever allowed in the original Onverse, but... So you need either the blue, the red, or the yellow keys. We can go just kind of review that if you want. It's 100 jackpot for a blue, 100 PP for a blue jackpot treasure key, and then you pick up an item that is either gonna basically, it gives you two, like, whatever they call it, and you have the loser or the winner, basically. So you'll get one item that if you sell it, it's less than 100 PP. And then if you're a winner, you get an item that if you sell, you get more than 100 PP. So you technically won player points. And then here is when it gets interesting. So if you want to spend a little more of the player points, you get the red key. I didn't do these a lot, obviously. Um, and then it's 1,000, and I think you start getting some like maybe like clothing or some special items. You start getting more special items. It might be have some things that are similar as well. That if you're a winner, you could sell it for more than 1,000 player points. But the gold key is the one that's kind of the thing. Now, all these you can win when you are doing player point hunting. It's pretty rare to find the gold one. You usually end up just finding the blue one. But you can buy the gold one if you want. There's also that one package. You can buy it for 25cc. And there you can kind of get some rare items or stuff you can sell for more cash coins. It's still kind of gambling in its sense, but like I don't know, it's always been an Onverse like this. This is no different, but I always kind of wondered how they can have a sort of because it's the same thing. It's like Robux. It's basically like Robux. Cash coins is Roblox's version of Robux. And you got to spend like real money to get that. So, or one of the packages or whatever. So, and let me. See if I can kind of. You also do have this package here. If you want 4 gold jackpot treasure keys, oh no, 40. So you can get 40 gold jackpot treasure keys for $9. So I never did that. I won a few. I found a few golden keys. I put that in my Onverse slideshow. A few things that I picked up. No more than a few that I ever got, but so that's a casino. Let's get out of here. They're doing deals of cars. This is a thing where, again, kind of it's like a spinning wheel thing where, and I think you had to spend cash coins to do it, but you could end up winning. How's my way out of here? Over here. You could win a car, but I think you had to spend cash coins to spend it or something like that. Hello, Mr. Cran. Sometimes they have player points out here, but alright, so we're about 47 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I wanted to show you the basics of player point hunting here, and the next live stream. By the time we do the next live stream, hopefully we have a good amount of player point stuff built up, and we can really start building our little apartment. There we go. Yeah, the right click thing seems to be better. You do have to give it a few seconds, though. Alright, so that's working a little better. Hello, Teresa Crowd. Kind of looks like me, almost. Anything over here? I don't know. Alright, so let's go ahead now and go into... I do want to check out the Roblox really quick. Roblox must have recently updated. Sure. Oh, my sister's, or my daughter's signed in. Not surprising. Yeah, we're gonna have ovTwo and Roblox going. We're gonna be really testing the old laptop here. See if it can handle it. been a little while since I played this. I had to think about my password. I was like, what was the password on this game? It's been a while since I've logged in. But we should have it here. Yep, and we're in. We'll just minimize this for now. Or can we? Okay, well, that's fine, whatever. We'll go back to that. But anyway. Yeah, let's go look at the furniture and then we'll head to our apartment. At least maybe pick up a couple of things. I don't know yet, but down here is home improvement. Now this is something that changed quite a bit from the Onverse days. They used to have, similar to the stores as you saw in the last live stream, they would have levels to pick up things. Now everything is like a catalog here, which I guess is good. It's different. But yeah, you can just go through the catalog and just choose whatever you want. So right click, interact, and then yeah, you got everything here. And then you pick out what you want. So what do we want? I don't know. Before we do that, I'll kind of show you what we're dealing with in our apartment. So we can do H for home, and it'll tell you your homes. Here we have the Metro View free, number 28 on floor 2. So that's how you find me. Go to floor 2, free apartments. We're number 28. My sister is number 30. Teleport. Dismiss. This. Oh, no, I'll do that. Dismiss. And that's nice. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can actually get in. This has been really glitchy. I can show you. I kind of actually want to do something similar to how my sister's room is all. So let's see if it'll let us get in there. Maybe. Yeah, I don't. See, it's just weird. It's like, come on. Yeah, it's like, just, you can't right click it or anything. I don't know what the. Yeah, let's try to get into ours. I don't know what's going on with the door thing. Now, see, like, this one opens fine. Oh, and we got an ours. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with. Obviously, we have a blank slate. This is pretty much how it looked back in Onverse. I can scroll a little bit here. This is the free one. I eventually will get the deluxe one, but I do want some of these glitches to kind of work itself out first. And build the player points and stuff like that, because can't really put, I can't buy a ton of furniture and stuff yet. That might be something I'll do once one of the worlds gets up, and then they get the world online, and I can pick up player points quicker. So, but yeah, we have a big living room sort of thing here. Show you my view outside. I did pick this one up because it was close to my sister's room. My daughters are both on this game, but I don't know where their houses are yet. Or I think they have the free apartments too. But yeah, and then we have this little room here. I don't know what this is going to be. This could be like a bedroom. This could be a bathroom. This could be an arcade thing. I'm pretty sure when I originally had a first apartment, I did use that as a bedroom, so we probably will do that again. I do have screenshots of my first apartment. Now it goes in here. Why is it? Yeah, see, it's just so weird. I don't understand. Like, there we go. Now it works. So this is what my sister has. She's been working a little bit at the game here. She's got the Christmas tree set up. She's got a pretty similar setup to what I kind of want to get. This is the Tuscan furniture set. Used to be able to buy all these at the villa area, I believe, where I had my house, but most of these I think are player points. So That's good. And she's got a little kitchen set up here. I think most of this she's got with player points too, so mine might end up looking similar to her. She's got a bedroom set here. This is all the Tuscan set as well. So yeah, she got a lot of the Tuscan sets, so which is player points. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of these were actually cash coins. I think the Christmas tree is player points and everything. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of something. Maybe possibly might have something similar to hers, but all right. So yeah, there you go. And if you're looking for mine, obviously go to number 28. It will say "Memories by Wayne" right over there. Yeah. So let's go back to the home improvement. And pick up an item or two. I'm not gonna like buy a bunch of stuff tonight, but next time I do a live stream, I'll kind of show you, give you a home tour, see what I've shown you done, show you what I've done to that point and stuff. And all right, interact. I wish the sorting you can search to sort for certain stuff, but yeah, like we probably want to get like a TV or something like that. So, but let's look. You would think, okay, well, what's some of the main things we need? Well, we need a couch. We need the couch. Couch is a big thing, right? So here we have interesting. I don't know where the Tusk. Let's type in Tuscan just for heck and see if stuff comes up here. I don't know. Maybe some of this stuff might rotate as well. Okay, blue. Yeah, I don't see. So there's definitely some rotation of stuff going on here. But the couch is kind of one of the main things that I'm kind of been thinking about because I did used to have that in my villa house. I'll show you that real quick. So we can search. Okay, so we click search and it shows up here. It's our blue 50 style couch. Yeah, kind of cool, huh? So, and this is 777. A little bit pricier as far as player points goes, but we do have enough. It'll tell you a little bit about it here. Comfortable and stylish 1950 stylish couch, perfect for any shindig. I always just thought it was cool. I like the color. And now that we have it here, we can go to purchase info. And do you want to buy for 770 player points? Sure. And now our thing has gone down. I didn't hear the cha-ching. You used to have a cha-ching to know that the purchase went through, but outside of, not hearing that or whatever, but that's fine. Because we have it here. So we have our splat ball flag, and now we have our blue 50 style couch. So I'll show you now. We can go back. I guess we can just leave that there. We can go back into our home. Let me show you real quick just how to find my apartment again if you want to. And my ultimate goal, until the villa house, I can get that when that world comes through. Eventually, I want to do one of these. I want to have my free apartment and then also have a deluxe apartment. And you can have both. And then the deluxe apartment, which is 2 floors, will be my house. And then the free apartment will be kind of the hangout zone. That's kind of the YouTuber hangout zone. And then this will be my house because this is a little setup different. You have a full, living room, family room, whatever down here. And then upstairs, you have 2 rooms. So you have your you're similar to your little smaller living room, and then what could be a bedroom, bathroom, or whatever. This could be like a master bedroom, master bath. And then downstairs could be your living area. Again, this is something I will save to once I start having more player points, cash coins, inventory build up, and I have stuff to actually put in here. But for now, and again, you access both the free and deluxe. There's also suburbia, mega plots. I kind of showed you some of this stuff, penthouses, very expensive things. Maybe down the road I might get the house, but again, I really want to get my villa if I can. So I'm just kind of waiting for that world to open. But free apartments, and then your instance is what's considered a floor number. Floor 2 is all taken up now, so unfortunately you have to go to one of the other. And it looks like they are. I was wondering if they were going to continue adding quote unquote floors as the apartment started to get used up. And they are, because they're at number 8. I can't even remember how many hundreds there were at one before Onverse. The original Onverse went away, but yeah. So they are just continuing to add on, so that's cool. So you won't have an issue getting an apartment, but floor 2 is now taken. So number 30 here on the left side, that's my sister. And then I'm in number 28. The 29 was already taken, so I couldn't get the one next door, but I think soon might be. Yeah, I could probably sign out of this. Oh, Glessy says hi. Our friend Glessy. Definitely remember her from the Onverse days. I commented on one of her videos, and she was thanking me for the. She's kind of one of the other sort of Onverse YouTubers. There was a few back in the day. um, yeah, you can still find some very old Onverse videos on YouTube. I have a few channels saved. And, not too many others doing live streams yet. I still might be I know I was the original. I was the first one to ever do an ovTwo live stream. And I don't know yet if anyone else has done it yet. I haven't like searched it in a while, so I don't want to say 100%, but anyway, so there we go. Now, it'll actually let me in my apartment. I can show you how to place the couch. Maybe. I believe you can do it. No, okay. Nope. Maybe. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. It could be just something stupid I'm doing. I'm far from a. I'm not necessarily trying to match it up completely to how I had my apartment. I don't think I had that blue couch ever. In this apartment, I think I bought the blue couch when I got the villa house anyway. I'm far from a decor person, and you will eventually, as time goes on, you're gonna see some very, very interesting setups here. Um, but for now, I'm just gonna kind of put this along this wall here, get a couple end tables, maybe a couple lamps, and call it a day. I love lighting. I love putting lighting, and I'm definitely gonna have some lighting stuff going on here. I might have a table, not a table, but like a floor lamp in the middle here or something. I don't know, but because then our TV or whatever will probably go over here or something. I'm guessing. Yeah, because I could put a couch here, and then the TV would be kind of off-centered. So I think we can put the couch here. So to do this now, boy, this has been a little while. This has been a while since I've done this. Inventory. I think we just click. There we go. Click. Oh, there it is. Right click. Move. Okay. Make it out of the way here. Yeah, this object tuning thing is. Okay, so, oh jeez. And we just glitched. Oh, okay, well that was fun. Alright, let's try this again. Wow, okay. We're just having a fun time here. right. Can we do this here? All right. Oh. Welcome to the world of the beta testers. Okay, well, our couch is still here. Let's try to. All right. Okay. First of all, we're gonna pick this up. So now this fits back in our inventory. Let's try that again. Click. There we go. And you can sit up to 4 people on here. All right. Moving away from this thing. Let's see if we can move this. Move. Hold this arrow. Okay, there we go. Oops. Okay, and that sits back. Okay. And let's see. Again, I'm so OCD. I want to like try and get it be as centered as possible. Not that it really matters. Okay, let's get it back a little bit more without it glitching out of our room. Oh, and it's up in the air now too, so awesome. Okay, I guess we gotta go down. Okay. Now, how to make this go away? Info. Alright, so, inventory. Okay. Alright, how do I make the arrows go away? Okay. Alright, well, we've done that. Now can I... I can... Okay, there's our flag. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay. I might have to watch a tutorial on furniture placement. I thought I remembered how to do that. I don't. How does it look kind of centered? Sort of. Here, let's see. Because this is pretty centered here. Yeah, okay. So, now, I don't want to... Well, I guess we can go out of the room to do that. And then, yeah. And we can click one of these guys and have a seat. There you go. Alright, we own a couch. Yay! I will be playing around with this a lot more. I don't know why it's saying that. Anyway. That's the basics of it, and we just gotta try and figure it out from here. I know there is a tutorial of something about furniture placement. I saw it somewhere. I may actually have to read the instructions on it. Okay, this is the ottoman. Okay, we're kind of looking for a table here. End table. Okay, cool. So here's the end tables. And they have two different colors. I like the lighter ones, but they're 124 each, so they're not like it costs much. So that's what that one looks like, and then that's what the lighter one looks like. That's kind of what I like. But there was no. Let's see. So and. Yeah, because there's the blue 50 sort of theme, which I think I might kind of go with. A lot of this stuff does cost cash coins. A lot of it's you can like do a 50s themed kitchen, which is pretty cool. And I think we will. I did eventually do that in my villa. But yeah, a lot of it costs cash coins and stuff. So we'll get to that. We're not quite ready for the kitchen yet. But at least not in this live stream. But I will we'll get that because that might be kind of fun to do. And we do have some cash coins now, which is nice. But let's end table. Let's see, rustic. Okay, a long rustic couch. Well, there you go. We have the blue one now. That's fine. That's whatever. That's the ottoman. We have a random chair. Coffee table. Coffee table might be worth it. Yeah, so let's... I guess we do need a coffee table, right? And that's 272. So let's... If it's gonna let us click on it... Oh, the clicking thing is something. I hope that this gets work. There we go. So, dark rustic coffee table, yeah, so... Oh, well, this is the... Because if I want to go with the lighter ones, so let's... Do we have a lighter coffee table? I see so many things here that I had purchased back in the day. 50s theme one. I definitely had this at one point. But yeah, I think if we probably do want to do the dark one just so we have it matching. I just don't think we have a lighter one, so we kind of want it to match. I will have to look up lamps eventually too, but so yeah, we have the let's get our end tables. I don't know. Let's do the coffee table first. Yeah, the LED one is cool, but it is cash coins. We'll get this one eventually at some point, but right now just need some basic stuff. So, all right, so now we have it in here. Purchase info. Dark rustic. Do you want to purchase that? 272. Sure. And now we'll just go back into their inventory thing here, and then get 2 of the end tables. And then yeah, we do 2 purchases here. So 1. See, our number went down, and do it again. Number goes down more. We still have plenty. I gotta see. I don't remember what they might have. I gotta look. We'll look at table lamps. Let's go back into our house so before we worry about lamps. And this is the only thing we're gonna do for tonight. Is just this little setup here. Again, you're also, as you can tell, we're learning this together. Because we're still trying to learn how to get into our apartment new inventory thing, so I probably. Alright, so there's our couch. Yay. Man, I wish I had the table in the lighter one, but and I don't think there's a 50s table or anything like that yet, so let's get into our inventory. 1. It comes up a little. It comes a little bit lighter in this room. It's not bad. Okay, it's not quite as dark as I was expecting it to be. Definitely mismatched already, but that's okay. I never. Okay, here we go. Oh Jesus! Where the heck did it go? Oh my God! Why am I having difficulty with this? This was not difficult in Onverse either. Sorry, guys. This should be kind of basic stuff here. Gotta make sure this thing's not floating either. Let's get it lined up a little bit on that way. There we go. All right, let's look at it from here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to move this up a little bit. Okay. And yep, it's floating as well. Okay. All right. I think we're good again. I don't know why. Okay, let's. Okay, that's not too bad. And how do I get out of this? Can I just like do one of my emoticons here? Oh, that didn't help me. Okay, anyway. Let's get the next table in here, see if that'll help. Okay, boom. You need to drop the current item first. Escape. Okay. Escape button. There you go. Escape button. I wish that would have been more obvious. Escape button. Well, thank you for finally telling me how the heck to do that. I wish that was a little bit clearer, because there's nothing here telling me to hit escape. Alright, well, escape is the magic key. Okay, alright, well, good to know, I guess. I mean, maybe that was like that in Onverse. I don't remember. For a game that I was in for 9 years, I feel like I'm completely learning this thing over again. Okay. Okay, are we floating? No, we're not floating. And yeah, we look pretty centered. Not too bad. Escape. There you go. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh yeah, our matching coffee table. right, so looking, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. All right, move. And that's... There. I'm forgetting to check the chat, but it looks like we still have Todd and Delicious Panda. Okay. I had Roblox sitting up here, and then it like was taking up my entire screen, and I was forgetting about the chat. Although now it's kind of frozen, so let me refresh this. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Nice view. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Go. There we go. Okay. Make sure that we're not frozen. Okay. Got that fan kicking up in overdrive there. Obviously we want key is, you know, you gotta be able to have some room to walk through it, so you gotta move it a little bit over. Make sure you have enough room to kind of at least walk yourself through. That's fine. Now this, obviously we want to try and get this centered to the couch. And let's take a look how that looks. Let's go first person. Yeah, not too bad. Escape. All right. Let's see here. Might have to go to the right a little bit. All right, look, that looks beautiful. Now, I think the only other thing I want to do tonight is see if we could find our lamps. Lighting is very important. I've always loved lighting. You can tell by my time in Pete's Arcade World and all my decorations. I'm big into lighting. I don't do anything too obnoxious, but you know, some nice lamps, kind of like my house. I have my real house here in McHenry. I got lamps all over the place. I got way more lamps that I need. Some of that I blame on my wife, because my wife somehow, I found someone that also likes antique lamps. Like, you found two people end up getting together that both like antique lamps. I know. That's yeah, that's my laptop fan going. So that's just the laptop. You know, there's this. The only thing, one of the negative reviews about this thing, I guess it's fine, is that there definitely was some room. The reviews that would say that this Gigabyte G6 is a laptop. The CPU can run hot, and I could definitely feel the heat on the side of this thing, but you know, nothing that's ever affected performance. Let me bring something up here. Bring up my NVIDIA settings here. Make sure, yeah, I'm not really logged into anything here, but let's see. No, not that. I think it's in the control panel, maybe. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I'm not really signed in anything here, so yeah, this is. So yeah, this is. Yeah, I haven't totally figured out what I have. This is how it's set right now, but there's a whole bunch of different settings. You got performance, entertainment, power saving, and quiet. I think I left it on entertainment because that was like where it was defaulted. You know, it tells me my CPU inhalation, but I think that fans are on because this is a little high. I only ever really hear these fans going like this through obviously some of these games, like playing Roblox or this, and then the fans will like kick up when I'm rendering a video. But running idle, I never hear the fans. But then there's interesting. Then you each one of these settings, you have like a automatic, maximum, or custom, and I don't know. I just don't know a lot about this stuff. But you got clock speed, temperature, utilization. There's definitely a lot of folks that didn't like the Gigabyte Control Center. They don't like this setup. I don't know what it came with, but yeah, this is. But you can adjust all this manually as well, but I just don't know a lot about this. So I very well may not have this on the most optical settings. I just don't know a lot about that, and I haven't messed too much with it. So, but yeah, I think the CPU temperature. I don't think the graphics card is that bad, but it's the CPU. And again, it is a gaming laptop, so the CPU just might. It's kind of warm in here too, so I don't know. There could be a lot of factors why, but if you ever look up Gigabyte G6 laptop, you'll definitely see people saying that the CPU runs kind of hot. So yeah, I just don't know if there's a lot I can do about it, but that's why it's kicking up. So all right, let's take a look at the lamps real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. I will go into the Roblox though, we'll take a look at our mall, see if they have any Christmas updates there real quick before we wrap it up here for tonight. I know this is probably not the most interesting, but this is something I've been wanting to get into, and after I purchased that little Uber Zapper thing that let us get all those player points, so we have a decent amount still, but I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit of the little player point hunting a little bit each day through the week or whatever, start getting numbers up, and we can start buying more. But let's see. I know there is some sort of lamp that kind of matches. Yeah, okay, that's actually. I just saw some like spotlight outside of my front door here. I don't know. Some cops are looking for somebody or what? Oh shoot, I don't know. Yeah, because they rotate these items. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is only two. This is a cow lamp thing, but no, there are Tuscan lamps. This is nice, but I might. This is cash coins. I don't like. I have nothing in the rustic. This is all like rustic themed stuff. Let's see, table lamp. Nothing coming there. Lighting. Beautiful random stuff. I know my sister. End lamp. I don't know what an end lamp is. Yeah, we might just have to wait for the inventory. Let's see. I'm kind of curious if they have my coffee. Yeah, okay, so that I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if this stuff rotates or not. That I haven't quite been able to figure out yet. So what? Door TV. Yeah, I might get the antique. Oh, you could get they have the flat screen as well for. What the heck is this? Statue of a. What is this thing? The handcrafted statue depicts a Bodhisattva, an enlightened being who has devoted his life to helping others attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all living things. It's holding up a plaque with the kanji symbol for wisdom depicted on it. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. But, okay. That's fourth. Ooh, fourth. That would be about the last of my... But since we're waiting on some lamps, I guess we can get the antique TV. It's only 300 player points. Seems appropriate that I would have an antique TV like this. Oh, they also have a possessed TV, which I think it like has some kind of special animation to it or something. An antique television. This one seems to be haunted. I might have bought this in the original Onverse, but I can't remember now. I think I did though. It's only 35cc. We still haven't used any of our CCs yet that we got with the package. But yeah, let's grab this. This one is not haunted. 300. And there we are, down to 4,414. Not too bad. And we can just go back to our home, hopefully, and we'll put the TV. We'll put the other side of the room. It's not a big TV, but that's fine. We'll still see it. And then, when we do another live stream in this, we'll start decorating it more. Maybe we'll get some kitchen stuff. I don't know what I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put the kitchen stuff yet, because I'm gonna start putting like bedroom stuff in here. I could probably build the kitchen stuff across here. That might work. Yeah, because for pretty, you can get kitchen counters basically for pretty cheap player points and stuff. So we might lower that in here. All right, so we want to have this. We want to obviously have this centered with our couch as much as we could. Again, most people don't care about the placement, but again, this is where my OCD comes in, and I was OCD exactly like this back in 2009 when I was signed up to Onverse. Things are got to be centered, aligned. Again, that's just me. That's who Memories by Wayne is. Oh, and this we gotta figure if we can rotate. So we did all this time. Oh, cool. And if you hold this down, you can kind of move it that way, too. Yeah, no, there's definitely a way to rotate this. Oh, we're able to move that around a little bit, but let's. Well, for now it's backwards, but we're gonna have to look into that and how to rotate it. I'm gonna have to kind of look into that. Just a little bit off-centered from this. I would ask my sister too, because she's already started to put some furniture in her thing, so we'll have to ask her how to do the rotation. All right, we'll mess around with that more, but I think we got a good start of this anyway. Kind of showing you a little bit about. There, let's have a seat here. Kind of looks like, yeah, that's pretty close to being center. Yeah, cool. And do we just have to figure out how to rotate the TV? Oh, and we can probably lower this too. Oh, they flex. Well, that's not nice. I mean, I walk my dogs pretty late, but not usually at 3 a.m. Yeah, look at our numbers. The numbers are really kicking up now. We're at 91 now. There you go. Ooh. We'll do one more look for the lamps, and then I think that's probably all we're gonna. I think that's all we're gonna get, but I don't know. I just don't see the lamps that we usually get here, so I'm gonna wait on that. But we'll take a quick another look here. Alright, I want to see some of the. All right, cool. So there's some different beds that we can get. A lot of them looks like cost cash coins, but that's fine too because we have this the rustic bed, which kind of sort of goes with the table stuff, but that is 90 cash coins. So you gotta think about that. We do have a smaller one that's 45, which it's just me, so I could probably do that too. Let's look at the lamps again real quick. Okay, no changes with the lamps. Continue with the lights. Yeah, so these are some of the counters you can get here. This is probably the one I would get. Again, kind of just. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, cool. They have the dark. Oh, they have the dark ones. Okay, that's cool. Little table. So that'll work well for our kitchen stuff. Cool. Now I don't know how many we're gonna need, but I can always like sell a couple of them if I. So we can get 5 just for the heck of it and see. But I will save that for the setting it up for the next live stream and stuff. So I do want to figure out how to actually rotate items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. So we can go back here. Now our fans are quieting down a little bit, so. And then, let's see here, I'm just kind of curious. If we place one of these, let's just see here. I'll probably line it up window to window like that, so I don't even think we're going to need maybe like 3 at the most. Of course, now this is not lined up. Or is it control? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I just don't remember. There's some key press to rotate it, but I can't remember what it is now. Okay, yes, I didn't put the right. Is it control? Maybe shift. Shift? Shift. Alright, well, I'm going to look that up. We're going to figure that out, and for now, we'll experiment with that later, but we should see, yeah, we got 5 counters, so I'm sure that's going to be fine for just this little area, and then we can start putting, like, kitchen stuff. We could put, like, a fridge or something in the corner. We could put, like, some fridge things here or something, I don't know. So, my little bachelor pad, that's what we're going to... Then we'll also start figuring out the bedroom and stuff like that too down the road. So, all right, well, let's finally get out of here. Give my poor CPU a little rest. Although going into Roblox is not going to be too much better. Roblox. Come on, Roblox. There we go. All right, cool. So, boy, wow, it has been a heck of a while since I've been in this game now. Yeah. No new friend requests or anything like that, so let's just Christmas. Okay, Christmas at Stratford Square Mall. Let's see. That's the main thing I want to see is if they've had some Christmas updates. A couple of our friends here who are our community that we've kind of been building here with through Roblox, and even though we're doing Onverse / ovTwo, I don't want to forget about our friends over at Roblox. So obviously not going to dig much into it tonight, but I do want to see what our friends have been working on here at the mall. So looks like there may actually be one other person held. LA Charter Shuttle 2K6. Okay. Well, there you go. It might be another person in the mall tonight. That would be the first time I've ever been in this and saw someone else. So, alright. Most of this looks the same, but I just want to see. Oh, I think I see Christmas trees. I might see Christmas trees. Nice. To see if I can get a. Oh yeah, they have the Christmas display up. Cool. All right, we're definitely. Oh, nice. Looks good. Oh, we're totally selfieing here. I need. This is so gonna be a community post. I gotta. Let's see. Get ourselves turned around. I should post this to the Long Live Stratford Square Mall. They've been posting all these like historic photos. I should like post like Merry Christmas. Someone posted like the Christmas trees from the last Christmas that they had that I actually vlogged in 2023. I should post like have Merry Christmas from Stratford Square Mall. Most of them know that this exists in Roblox. They're probably not checking it out because I don't think there's a lot of adults that go on Roblox except for me, but. Alright, let me zoom out. I can't really zoom out more. Just want to try and get as much as the. There we go. Beautiful. Take a screenshot for now, and at some point I'll see if I can transport this into a community post or whatever. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't like the resolution, and just YouTube being weird. Okay, I don't need. Yeah, we're gonna have to include all the names because I need. Yeah, there we go. Well, we can take that out, bottom part, but yeah, that'll work. Cool. Yeah, very nice. Cool. All right, well, good job. Yeah, I've loved the work they've done. This particular developer, I've loved the work he's done. There are 2 people working on the on Stratford Square Mall. But yeah, I don't think a lot else has changed. But I don't know where this guy is, but I could find him. I think I don't know how that. Like I know there's some games you can like transport people, but I don't know where this guy is. So we'll just leave him for now. Go back to our favorites. And find the other Stratford Square Mall. Then also Northbrook. We also have Northbrook Court that someone's been creating on here. Where's my favorites? There we go. Let's go find that. Okay, yes. So that's by Curious Bacon. Curious Bacon Man. I don't know if I've ever met him online yet, but I met one of the other developers. Um, Subscribed and commented and joined our community here, but I don't think I've ever talked to Curious Bacon Man. AFGK826 though definitely is a commenter on our channel. Has actually already made it to the squad list. So AFGK the Furby Austria. I forgot exactly how his YouTube name is, but it's very similar. He's on the squad list. He actually just got on the squad list. I think he has like 10 or 11 comments now. So he's on Wayne's squad list. We do have to go to his first though. So let's get that there. And I do want to check. I think it might have been AFGK who was he was the one, or someone was. They're gonna attempt to recreate not Stratford, but Spring Hill Mall. So I hope it happens. I will do a quick search to see if anything interesting shows up. But let's check out his version. See if there's anything interesting there. It's looked the same for a little while, but his is interesting. It's the mall, but the ratios are kind of like it's definitely still kind of a work in progress. Like the floors look like a little bit longer than normal, so yeah, the ratios aren't quite there yet, as you're gonna see here. There's like a lot of like open space that is kind of just an open space. Still definitely a lot of character of the mall. You can see the lamps and the food court down there, but like this shouldn't really be that large, but not really seeing any holiday things or updates. He's still got his little Ferris wheel thing here, so yeah, I'm not gonna look. Yeah, I don't really see anything new going on here, but okay. Northbrook Court though might have some Christmas stuff. They had some stuff for Halloween, so I'm looking forward. I want to check that out, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. And shout out to our connections here. Everyone's offline, but if you see your name here, this is your shout out. Yeah, it's the same 12 connections. And I have 13 following someone who I attempted to add from YouTube, but they haven't added me back yet, so that's why I don't have 13 connections. But the one and only Northbrook Court thing, and this is very accurate. Yeah, very good with the details, proportions, everything. It looks a lot like Northbrook Court. Not a lot of updates been going on here, but they do like to update this area here. This definitely is different. I don't know exactly what's going on here. Let's see. They had the Mexican like Day of the Dead holidays themed up here one of the last times. Now we got Wicked. Wicked for good. Okay. I was thinking Christmas, but okay. Now we're like glowing here. Okay. That's an interesting one. We have a hot air balloon. We have Wicked for good. Oh, but we do have the menorah thingy here, so that's cool. All right. Do we have? I don't think there's any holiday thing stuff over here. They have these like plants lit up, but I think it's always like this. Yeah. Maybe this is holiday, like because they got like poinsettias and stuff. So I think this might be a holiday setup here. This might be like the take your picture with Santa thing or something. Yeah, this might be a holiday setup here. Actually, now I'm looking at it like this. I don't remember all these like poinsettias and stuff here before. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. Good job there. I don't know if there's been a lot of actual updates or with the stores or anything, but let me take a quick run through the other side. It's been a little while since I've been to Northbrook Court. I gotta head over there again and see what's going on with that. I got to get back to Golf Mill, see what's going on with that. One of our friends and supporters, Delicious Panda, actually just recently vlogged it. Golf Mill, so I got to kind of see what was going on. It doesn't look like a lot has changed since my last vlog there. I'm glad everything is still open. I don't know. He didn't visit like the northern end, the little retro area of it. So I don't know if that is still open or not. It's kind of a long drive to go down there with this bad weather, though, so I'm not going to be in a big rush right now, but maybe during the spring or something I'll get back there and do another vlog. Those Golf Mill vlogs have always done really, really well, so I should probably do another one. But everything still looks like it's open. I don't know if they're starting to develop the new, like, mixed-use thing yet, or if anything's changed with that. I really don't know. Let's see. Does it still say, like, coming 2027 or whatever? Let's see. So, Golf Mill redevelopment. Alright, well, still supposedly coming 2027. I don't believe it. I this is supposedly what Golf Mill is going to look like in 2027. Look how long Hawthorne 2.0 has been going on, and it kind of has stalled out lately. Golf Mill, or not Golf Mill, but the Hawthorne 2.0 has been coming since like 2020. 2017 has started, and we have no idea. The second half of the outdoor development hasn't started yet at all. They're still trying to fill in shops. The Dave & Buster's never got renovated. And supposedly all of this is going to happen by 2027. Now, this is going to at least change at some point to 2030. I would expect there's just no way this is going to happen in a year. Just kind of basing it on our friend Delicious Panda's video, where unless they're developing everything around the original mall, which I don't think they are, but the mall itself is still standing. The empty Sears store was still there. Nothing changed at least from the outside from my last visit, and it's the southern end still looked like the same dead mall that it looked like when I was there. Even less stores probably open. Like I said, I just don't know if the north end is still open officially or if they finally closed it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't. Yeah, like I said, at one point Hawthorne 2.0 was coming in 2020 to like 2022 and 2024, and now they just say coming soon or in progress or whatever their phrasing is for the day. But yeah, we'll see about that. So, all right. So Northbrook has kind of a Christmas. They have a little menorah thingy and something for Wicked. I don't know what the thing is about Wicked. I know what the movie's about, but I don't know if they're hosting a party or something for Wicked. I don't know what that's about, but that's interesting. I'm pretty sure this person is in our community as well. I can't remember his name though, but I think he's commented before. Okay, and I went to do M for map, and that's Onverse, not this. So, getting my games mixed up here. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. We're just gonna again anything going on that sort of resembles Spring Hill. Other than a bunch of junky games, no. Something's in development, but if he hasn't, it could be still privated if he is working on it. So I just like to say, but none of that is anything. So let's bring them all. Westfield, Mall Drifters, Valley View. A lot of the same. This is that shopping one we were in at some point. Abandoned mall. Someone's got an abandoned mall. That's funny. All right, yeah, I'm going to say Spring Hill's probably not happening yet, but we will keep an eye on it. All right, well, we did keep it under 2 hours. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed another little look into ovTwo. I'm only going to do one of these every, I think it'd been about a week or so, but every 2 weeks or so. I'm not gonna be doing a ton of these OV2 until we start getting a little bit more development updates and stuff like that, so I can show you something new. The next one will probably develop our house a little bit more too, but I'm gonna kind of figure out some of the game mechanics a little bit before I start digging into that and do another live stream. And in the meantime, catch up with some more player points and stuff like that. So stay tuned, I guess, if you want. Otherwise, I mean, if you want to see the progress of my apartment, feel free to visit me on OV2. Again, second floor, room number 28. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Let me run through looking at the community chat for Discord. I am officially on Discord now. Memories by Wayne. Again, I kind of had to get in it because I wanted to see if anyone was talking about the technical issues I was dealing with. I ended up resolving it by just rebooting my PC, so I don't know if it was a me issue or not, but it's fixed. Obviously, you can see it's working now. And just kind of get in there because this Discord thing is where you'll see like all the updates on the game and stuff like that down the road. So I kind of needed to be in here. So I officially, finally, after all these years, have a Discord account now. So exciting, I don't know. But that's the way I'm going to be able to talk to people, get updates, and get technical support. It's through Discord, no more forums, anything like that, like we have with Onverse. It's Discord now, so which is fine. But we are on there. But folks are talking, but I don't think they're talking to me, so I think we're just gonna sign out of this for the night. Yeah, not only is my computer hot, but my phone's kind of a little toasty as well here. Of course, I know settings. Log out. See, I don't even know how to log out of Discord. Jesus. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. And this is not the app. I didn't put any desktop apps or anything. This is just all through the website for now. I'm not putting Discord on my phone or anything like that. I don't need to get blown up with more messages and notifications than I already am. So for now, it's just sign into a website, do what I need to do on the hours, and I probably will join some more communities here and there a little bit for some things that I'm involved with that I do know have Discord but never have done it. Do you want to log off? Sure. Okay, well, that was interesting. And I guess we can sign out of the Onverse homepage as well that we use to get our package with the Uber Zapper. So that's logged out, yeah. And look back into our okay, so the same one from Todd. So cool. I think we are all set up with that. And boy, my screen's like really behind here. Let's refresh that in case I missed any comments. Okay, no new comments, so that's fine. Okay, and there's my selfie talking to you guys. Okay, so we are caught up with the comments. But thank you, Todd, and thank you, Delicious Panda. I don't know. Are we gonna do another one tonight? I have no clue. The weather's bad. I would like to do stuff. We've just been having horrible weather. I haven't done any holiday vlogs yet. I haven't checked on any Christmas lights other than my park that's right next door to me here. I can see their Christmas lights, but it's just the weather's not been. We do have a Chicago thing planned with the family soon. If the weather's halfway decent, I might do some holiday downtown Chicago stuff with the family. Again, we're going there for something unrelated to holidays, but we'll have some time if again, the weather's not horrible. So that'll be a vlog, but I don't know. And the weather's not going to be any better over the next week. It's going to get like super cold, single-digit cold this weekend. Going into next week, my weekend, which usually like a Monday, Tuesday, or whatever, that I would be doing vlogs, and I don't know how the weather's going to be. So just been, doing what I need to do, but not a lot of fun stuff. Just doing the things I got to do to make money and work and. Yeah, and my bowling leagues, I'm still doing that, but like, doing any traveling or anything. I'm spending more time Snow blowing. I'm doing good with my snow blowing. I'm caught up. The driveway's nice and clean, but I'm not really doing fun stuff. I don't know. There definitely will probably be. This might be one of the least amount of Christmas content this year that I've had in quite a while. But I can't remember ever since starting this channel where we've had such a horrible December weather-wise. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. This is February. You know, we're having February in December. This is February. This is where I usually expect to take a break with my filming because I know the weather's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be cold. But we have this right in December. I hope this is not gonna last all the way until March. Otherwise, we might run out of vlogs because I can only cover so much malls and stuff, and the weather's been so bad. I haven't really wanted to travel too far for malls, and the roads have been bad, and we're getting ready for another little mini snowstorm, and I don't know. It's just it's been frustrating, and I still want to start doing some new content. I've done a little bit of some indoor things. I covered a light show thing that they had at Woodfield Mall, and so that was like kind of a Woodfield Mall vlog thing I did there, and I've done a little bit of like I did a grocery store vlog. We did another run through of Woodman's in Kenosha. I did a couple runs through there, and that's going to be combined into one vlog. So I'm doing a little bit of stuff here and there, but not a lot of holiday stuff, or not a lot of traveling because I'm just waiting for the weather to get somewhat decent. And if we have a decent enough day or two, it's usually when I'm working. So that's just what I'm dealing with this month. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys once again for the support. And yeah, kind of again experimenting through ovTwo and Onverse with me, and now I got to try to figure out how to rotate furniture again. Apparently, I've forgotten all the basic stuff since 2018 when this game shut down. But hope you have a great night, guys, and I hope no one flashes a light into your window, Todd, and you have a good night. And yeah, I saw briefly your post on that little fireplace radio. That is interesting. That is very tempting. I don't know yet for sure if I'm going to get that, but that would be a very cool decorative piece. I don't know exactly where I would put it yet, but I just love it. And yeah, the shortwave stuff is cool, but I just love it for the fireplace. Again, for the decor, the lighting. Um, yeah, I think that looks cool. Again, I'll have to kind of take your measurement and see if there's something I'd actually have a decent place to put it because I do have that one antique radio that's kind of sitting down in the basement there, but I just love how that lights up like that. So, that's tempting. I gotta think about that one. And I would get my shortwave thing too, although it wouldn't have the portability for me to take it outside. And so kind of one and two of the other, and whatnot. But I do like the fireplace look on it. That's pretty cool. So anyway, hope you guys have a good night. Will we see you tonight again? Like I said, I don't know, since there's really not a lot for me to do here at night. I'm still editing. I'm still editing my video about my new retro gaming PC. We're getting close. It's almost done. We're almost done with the edit. Just a little bit more to go on that. So I would say possible. And I'd say for sure, but I would say possible we might have that video out this week or next week. Not like in the next couple days. I have one more regular video to do from our timeline that's going to be released, I think, like Wednesday morning, but that might be the next video after that, so closer towards the weekend. So editing's going well, and like I said, I'm still trying to cut some stuff down so that I'm getting the time down a little bit more, but we're doing okay, and we're moving along pretty well with that. So yeah, you might finally get to see all the details about my new retro gaming PC pretty soon. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys have a good night. Maybe we'll see you tonight. Maybe we'll see you next week. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. Talk to you soon.